Welcome to the Green Room 42 preview. I'm Ben Rimalower, Director of Programming at the Green Room 42. I want to take this opportunity to share with you the chats I've had with some artists who are doing shows at the Green Room 42 over the next few weeks. I hope you enjoy them. Well, this is a dream come true because I have had a Broadway crush on the fabulous Carmen Ruby Floyd forever. I mean, I used to see you at the Laurie Beachman. I mean, this is more than 10 years ago, maybe when you were doing like Avenue Q. And I have just always thought you just had the most sensational voice in the world. And then when I recently saw you when you were doing Susie Mosher's show at the Green Room 42 and you were singing soprano, and I was like, I didn't know you could sing that way. And you're like, that's what I do. And I'm like, I have seen you belting your face off 100 times. So you can do it all. And Carmen Ruby Floyd is finally my dream coming true at the Green Room 42 doing her show Every Breath, Sunday, September 27th at 7 p.m. And truly, it is every breath because you need all those breaths to get that sound out. That is so exciting. How are you doing, Carmen?
I'm good. You are so sweet.
You know I love you. I was stalking you. I was just like, you're like, I'm not ready to do a show right now. I was like, I'll just keep checking in.
Yeah, you did. You did. And like we said, when it's meant to happen, the time will come around. And Avenue Q literally. So I'm here in Atlanta while my husband's filming his show. He just wrapped yesterday. And one of my good girlfriends was actually another Gary Coleman at Avenue Q, and she lives here. So we've been hanging out. Our kids have been playing, and it's nuts.
Next gen.
Nuts. Avenue Q was my second puppet show because my first puppet show was Lion King.
Another puppet show, yeah. The Lion King. You were in the original Toronto company of the Lion King.
Yes. They plucked me out of Buffalo, New York, for the audition. It was an open call. So one of my girlfriends at my college was my junior or sophomore year. She's like, there's an open call for Lion King. I was like, open calls, whatever. I went. Next there, they told me, can you come up to Toronto to meet Julie Taymor? And I was like, okay. Mind you, I'm green, bro. I don't.
We all were. I didn't know who Julie Taymor was. I thought it was going to be like Beauty and the Beast. I had no idea.
I don't know who you are. But I went and they put me in a puppet. And I'll tell this to every artist. Learn as much little or odd things that you can, because I hated poetry. Puppetry class. Hated it. Flames. Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna use this. Lo and behold, Shenzi in a puppet. I came to New York first for like a month or so to learn and then get my equity card. And then they popped me over the border. And then, like I said, my second was Avenue Q. And I was just like, I'm going to be that puppet chick, I guess.
No, but you paid your dues because Avenue Q, you got to be a human being, nothing on your hands.
Right. And that was I say this to my Broadway career is that every show I get a little more what I wanted, because obviously I don't want to have like puppets fine. You know, you're learning. I don't want to wear overalls. I want to be cute. Well, I'm a girly girl. I mean, I was a jock, but I'm a girly girl. So then what was after that?
After midnight. Porgy and Bess, yeah.
And we in some rags. It's not glorious.
No.
Except for, the understudy costumes were great. But anyway, so that was when I was like, oh hell. Then after midnight, oh God.
Bugle beads.
It was just gorgeous. The costumes, the music, everything was fantastic. And I got to sing, quote unquote, as my auntie would say, pretty.
You got to sing pretty. Yes, you did. We have to have an after midnight reunion because we have Adrienne Lennox doing a show in September.
I know. She texted me like a couple of days ago because her other one was she had to cancel because of the weather. And
that was a nightmare in the storm. Yeah. Oh my God.
Redo. So yeah, she texted me.
But she was sold out. So we had to get to like 155 people and be like, don't come.
Sorry. Well, yeah, it's dangerous. But yeah. I met Auntie Adrienne when I did off Broadway Crowns
Oh yeah.
came to replace Miss Janet Hubert,
Mm.
who is now playing my husband's mother
Full
on the
circle. Full circle.
show. So I met her back then. And I will say this is one of the best things anyone's ever told me, and I loved it. And I once again, green. I was very, very young in this show, and we had Lilius White, the late great Linda Gravatt. Like it was, thespians. You know what I mean? And I'm like, so I went up to her, because it was her put in, and I go, oh, good luck, Miss Adrienne. She's like, oh, honey, it's gonna be what's gonna be. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be what's gonna be.
Now, listen, did you remember that? Because you then stood by for Bette Midler and Bernadette Peters and Donna Murphy in Hello Dolly. Did you have "It's Gonna Be What It's Gonna Be" moments in that?
Baby, first of all, the dolls, those ladies,
yes.
First of all, they never miss. Bette missed one show, but that was before I got there.
Oh,
and that was it. These are diehard divas. My son was about maybe turning 2. I got the call back and I was like, how long is it gonna be? Because my son is signed up for the Macy's picture with Santa Claus. And and they're like, oh, it shouldn't take long. I was like, okay, great. So I brought my husband, I brought my 1-year-old, because I was because I've never, Macy's the line. If you miss your time, you miss your time. I was so concerned, like his childhood is going to be ruined if he doesn't get this picture with Santa. So I was so concerned about that. And maybe we did the callback. It was just me and 2 other ladies. So we're in line to see Santa. And I get a call. You start January, whatever, it was like 11th or something like that. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so great. Thank you so much. Smile, Jacob. Smile, baby. That's literally, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that was pretty cool. And we all talked about
the Broadway mom story of all Broadway mom stories. Tell me about Every Breath. Like, what is the music that we're going to hear? Because I have to know.
Well, as you know, I'm very versatile. So it'll be a lot of different things. Of course,
lot of different things.
Stuff that I am known for, obviously. People will hound me down if I don't sing Creole Love Call for after. So that's definitely going to be in there. And stuff that I've sang in my prior shows.
From the album?
Some of them, but very different versions.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have, Porgy and Bess in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to put it in Avenue Q. I have done it in the past.
Yeah.
But maybe next time we'll figure something out for that. But
yeah,
it's a tricky show.
It's a tricky show. You know, it was a different time.
Yeah, a very, very tricky show to do. But yeah, and things that literally tell the story. I had a little scare last year, so Every Breath really tells about my second chance and literally how I had to heal and take my time and things like that. So it'll be, and the funny way how I got there.
Yeah.
So it can't be me if it doesn't have any humor. It's just.
I know it's going to be hilarious.
There's going to have a little moments there. So
well, it sounds like it's going to be moving too. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be moving. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to have some reality checks.
Yeah,
and we're going to have some fun. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when Lena Horne said in her show, like, there's something about, as an artist, the audience, you don't know what it is, but I can feel it. This is tangible. And you reach out and literally touch it, what they give to us, and then what you hear about what we gave to them.
Yeah.
So that transfer of energy and enjoyment and thought.
I mean, look, nothing is going to be as fun as the energy back and forth that you're talking about. Nothing is going to replace being in the room Sunday, September 27th at 7 p.m. But I have to say that people can live stream this show wherever they are. You've got people in Atlanta that love you, all over the world. seen you in shows, listened to the
Yes.
album, they can live stream the show. If they're in a different time zone, it doesn't matter. They've got a whole week to watch it. They can relax and enjoy it.
Fabulous.
Just like the YouTube videos, they can have a Carmen night, go back and rewatch their favorite parts. I know that's what I'm going to do. Carmen, thank you so much for talking with me. I'm so
You're so
excited for the show.
welcome.
Thank you for doing it. I hope it's first of many shows for you at the Green Room 42. One of the best parts for me of working at the Green Room 42 is that I've gotten to connect with a whole new generation of young artists that I might otherwise not have gotten to work with. Some of the most talented lights in our industry. And one of them has got to be up and coming musical director and just general theater renaissance man, Jaz Kroft, who is going to be involved in A Place to Call Home on Monday, September 28th at 7 p.m., which is a benefit for IRAP, which of course is the International Refugee Assistance Program. Did I get that right? I
That's
practiced it.
exactly right. Yes.
I didn't want to have to sound it out. International Refugee. But of course, an extremely important organization at any time, and never more than now, unfortunately. So we are so proud to be presenting this and raising money for this cause. And I was so thrilled that Jaz brought it to me. Jaz, tell me about this show. Who else is working with you on it? What is the material going to be? How did you get involved?
Yeah. So the idea for the show started maybe 4 months ago, I think. I went with my partner to the Teeth like the print edition of Teeth release in Brooklyn
This is
at the
the
Center for
wonderful
Fiction.
musical by Michael R. Jackson. Yes, that was at
Yes,
Dodger Stages, New World Stages. That just
yes,
shows my age.
and
That's
Anna
from
K.
100 years ago.
Jacobs.
Yes, yes, of
Uh,
course.
Fantastic, fantastic show. May it have thousands of productions in its life.
Yes. And the
And
cast recording is a must listen on wherever you get your music.
my partner and I, Zelia, are waiting in line to chat with Elise Allen Lewis afterwards. And she turns to me and is like, at CUNY School of Law, she's one of the co directors of her school's IRAP chapter.
Mm.
I'm like, that's awesome. And she goes, and I want to do a benefit cabaret. And I go, okay, we're doing it. So ever since then, it's been trying to figure out the best way to do it. Obviously, Green 42 was without a question. For the rep of it, we're focusing on songs from musicals or musical writers that are either written by immigrant, first generation, multinational artists
Mm.
or are about immigration. So you'll see perhaps something from Rags, perhaps something from the
Rags. Oh, you
Ones.
are really, really hitting the chords for me right now.
Oh,
Rags.
yes.
This is the great Charles Strauss and Stephen Schwartz score, the book by Joseph Stein about immigrants through Ellis Island in the turn of the 20th century. And it starred, I'm just giving musical theater nerd for any of the young people that don't know it. One of the things I love about you, Jaz, is you know all the old stuff. But it starred opera diva Teresa Stratas and in a smaller role, Judy Kuhn. Uh, and it was unfortunately a huge flop in 1986, but it is a glorious score that everyone should listen to. And I'm so thrilled to hear there'll be Rags songs in this show. But you were saying
Yes.
Rags and what else?
Yeah, we'll have a little bit of Hamilton. We're trying to get
Mm,
a full potpourri. Like, we're not planning on necessarily doing two Lin-Manuel Miranda ones. Sorry, Lin fans, but that's because there is such there is so much material
yeah,
in the canon that you can explore with the topic and with the writers. Um, and speaking of Anna K. Jacobs, she's very generously loaning one of her standalone songs that she did at one of her shows to us to do.
wonderful.
So that'll be exciting.
Wonderful.
We've just about finalized our cast. We've got
Oh,
some really excellent performers, including but not limited to Diego Enrico, who is currently Elder Cunningham in Book of Mormon,
fantastic.
Kenza Nejmi, who was, I don't remember if it's still running. Sorry, Kenza. Eponine in the French Canadian production of
Mm.
Les Mis. And so you might be getting Les Mis possibly sung in French. Be excited.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes.
Well, we should also mention, speaking of international, that anyone wants to support this show who can't be with us in person can live stream the show wherever they are. They've got a whole week to watch it, so they don't have to stay up to like a weird time of night to catch it because they've got the whole week. And that is a great way for people all over the country and all over the world to support this important cause and get to experience the fabulous show. Although, of course, nothing will compare with being in the room live on Monday, September 28th at 7 p.m. I cannot wait. Thank you so much, Jaz, for bringing this to us. We're so happy to support the cause, so happy to work with you again. Really think the show is going to be great. Oh my God, Rags, I'm dying. Thank you for talking to me. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Ben.
Bye. Well, it is always a treat to speak to the great Sam Pancake. If you have ever watched TV or seen a movie in the last 30 years, God knows you've seen Sam in everything. And if you watch TikTok, you can't stop consuming Sam's videos. They're addictive because he gives you these really just fascinating backstage stories of Hollywood. I want to say the glamour, but it's a lot of the grit and the personalities, as we say. But nobody has a better personality than Sam. And we are so excited that he agrees because the name of his show is a self-absorbed man to dish all the dirt, share all the laughs, and maybe even a few tears. This is a new kind of show for you, I think, that you're doing right now.
It's structured around this weird, terrible thing that happened near me in 2016, where I was living in Busy Phillips guest house, and this intruder tried.
First name drop of the conversation.
Listen, I have nothing but name dropping. I mean, that's all I've got left.
That's what we're all about. That's what we're all about. Okay, living in Busy Phillips guest house. I just had to swallow that. Please continue.
I just want to be specific in my stories, and sometimes specifics mean the people. Because if you know the people, you're like you have an image of what might you're.
And we all know Busy Phillips. It paints the picture. Please.
So this intruder was trying to get up the steps to the main house, and I saw them from my guest house, and I got rid of them. And this trespassing drifter, as the police called him, ended up murdering our neighbor. So yeah, it kicks off with that, and just other situations in my life. I was working on 2 different TV shows at the time, and those were crazy situations. And then the murder and the death of this man in my neighbor's house echoed situations in my life. And so it's a memoir, it's autobiographical, it's true crime, it's Hollywood. My addiction problems come in, sober now, but like addiction problems come into it, sex stuff. So it's pretty juicy.
This story has it all, Sam.
It's got a lot. And I've done it a handful of times in LA, and it went really well. And I've been honing it and polishing it till it's going to be perfect for New York. And it's just a storytelling show with some music and lights and everything. But which I sometimes feel like, is that enough? But like I've been told by many people that it's enough.
Listen, I've seen you in a storytelling show before, and that one didn't even have true crime, but that was enough. It was more than enough. I had such a great time at your last Green Room 42 show just a couple years ago, and everything I've ever seen you do. But I'm so excited that the New York premiere of Self-Absorbed Man is at the Green Room 42, Saturday, September 12th, 7 p.m. And by the way, for all of the Sam Pancake fans,
Alec Mappa calls them fan cakes, so I'll just go with that.
For all of us fan cakes. Thank you, Alec. This show, if you're not able to be with us in the room, of course, nothing can substitute the experience of being in the room with Sam. But if you're not able to be there, you can watch this show on live stream wherever you are. I know you've got fans in, Hong Kong and Timbuktu, but they don't have to stay up to a weird time zone to watch it. They've got a whole week to watch it. We're going to make this available. They can rewatch. As a matter of fact, I'm going to probably see it live and then rewatch it to just relive my favorite moments. And I don't want you to give away too many spoilers because you've definitely set the scene for us on what this show is. But just tell us, like, I mean, surely living in Busy Phillips' guest house, there's got to be some crazy things that came out of that experience. Give us one.
One of the things is I never knew who I'd see. Like especially when I first moved in there in like 09, 010, it would just be like, hey, come up for game night. And it would be time out for more name dropping. Like there's Jake Gyllenhaal and Scarlett Johansson and Vampire Weekend, the band. And so everything around that house, which was really fun. It's also the house that I got sober in. So a lot happened to me during that time and in that house. So it was, sorry for the name drops, but like when you see Michelle Williams coming down to get in her Oscar gown, walking to the limo, it sticks in your mind, And so I'm not going to give too much of the true crime stuff away, but there are as more than one person have said, I laughed, I cried, I gasped. The universe gave me an ending to this story that you have to watch the show to understand. But when that happened to me in the course of this ongoing series of events, I was like, this is a show and I have to do it. And it's never been live streamed before. Like I've never live streamed it yet. And the version I'm taking to New York is not the versions in LA. It's like more perfected, I hope. So fingers crossed.
I'm sure it is. I mean, I know, that any artist working on material, that especially doing it, as a performance thing in front of an audience, you learn so much. And there's nobody that I would expect to be more tuned in and brilliant at honing that material than you, Sam. So
thanks, Ben.
I couldn't be more excited. Everyone watching this, I know lots of you are Pancakes already, so you'll want to rush out and get your tickets. But for anyone that hasn't seen Sam do anything other than just being in stuff, this is a show not to miss. Self-Absorbed Man, Saturday, September 12th, 7 p.m. Sam, thank you so much for letting us present the New York premiere of this. I know it is not going to be the final New York performance of this show because this is something that is clearly going to have a long life. And I am so excited for you to see where this goes and to be one of the Pancakes myself. Thank you for chatting with me. Well, I am so thrilled to be talking to my good friends, Chris DeRosa and Dominick Pupa, about their hit podcast, Fixing Famous People, which is going to be live at the Green Room 42 on Tuesday, September 15th at 7 p.m. I'm sure so many of our followers are already big fans of this show because you've had so many fantastic people on to talk about their favorite, or I guess maybe least favorite, celebrities and reality stars.
You. Yeah, including you, Benjamin.
As one of the guests talking about one of the stars, not somebody being fixed, I must clarify. Yes, I went on to talk about Broadway's Lea Michele. And then I think you guys asked me to come talk about Patti LuPone, and I was like...
Oh, we certainly did, but we were rebuffed at that request.
Can't do it. But did you guys ever actually talk to somebody about Patti LuPone?
No. I mean, we talk about her, weekly, just whatever, if she's had a ham sandwich, if she, we're always reporting on Patti, but we have yet to fix her because she did rectify.
Well, listen, you know what?
The real reason is that people are also too afraid to come on and fix Patti LuPone on the record. We're the only two lunatics that would attach our names to that. No one else, including present company, would take that bait.
No way. No way. In addition to the regular Patti LuPone updates, you guys have a new feature, Fierce Fast 5 Fixes.
Working title on that.
I'm excited.
We're deciding how many F's should go in that. Yeah.
This is making its debut at the Green Room 42.
It lends itself to doing this on stage at Green Room 42 to debut it there, because what we'll be doing on Fridays now is taking sort of the 5 hottest stories and doing quick fixes to them. We're showgirls. We want to keep this moving. So
yes, let's just do one for fun right now, just like live here.
Oh, where Chris and I will fix and you'll decide.
Preview, yeah.
Great. Okay, let's fix Patti LuPone. Chris, you go first.
But we could do somebody Broadway related. Maybe somebody that wouldn't take out a number on us.
I don't know. Do we fix Angelina's brother? It seems like he's fixed himself.
He's fixed. Yeah, there was a time when I would have liked to fix him.
Was there a time when we were nervous? I don't know.
Kelly Osbourne has put her baby's father on blast on Twitter. I don't know. I mean, should we fix her? Do we need to fix her in general, actually?
I think we kind of do, honestly. I mean, we have fixed the Osbournes as a family together.
Right.
So
I guess it didn't stick.
It didn't stick.
It didn't. You know, that's the thing. These fixes.
Well, then he passed away, which made it a little.
These
difficult.
are just suggestions. If people, you can lead a horse to water.
It's suggestions that oftentimes they do take, and they do exactly what we say that they should do. I will say more than 10 times we've said something, and 3 months later, like, that celebrity has done exactly that. I said that Hilary Duff should do a nostalgia tour where she does the very memeable dance from the Today Show that was so bad, and she does it she did exactly that and is doing it right now.
Okay, well, staying like in a sort of pop vein, I mean, one of my favorite divas who's having quite a moment right now is Madonna. Was there ever a fix Madonna? I mean,
we did, and it never aired.
It never aired.
Dominic was flying too close to the sun.
Well, okay, but she's having so much success now. Would you say she's followed some of the advice you had for her?
I mean, in releasing new music, yeah. And then we found out why she hadn't released new music, because she's been giving interviews saying that she was mired in this biopic for 2 years. Yeah. And when it wasn't working, she just said, fuck it, let's make music. And then Confessions 2 was born. So the frustration of that made a wonderful album. So that was a good fix for her.
Obsessed with the album. My boyfriend and I had an argument about this because I am just so sad that the biopic is, at least stalled. If I really want it to happen, he's like, no. And he's a bigger fan even than I am. But he's like, if she's in charge of her bio, that's too close to the sun. You can't direct.
I agree. I must agree. I must be on your boyfriend's side. I feel I almost feel in like 10 years it could come out and be way more impactful than now when she's still so relevant and in the public eye.
We might not get the good one until she's deceased, unfortunately. Because there's not going to be an unauthorized version that anyone's going to care about. There was one 20 years ago.
Yes, the Wendy Malick.
It aired on Fox. Yeah, it was like, no one gave a shit. It didn't rate. It didn't resonate. Like, no one cared because she wasn't.
I have seen it twice, though.
I have seen it twice as well. I watched it when it aired and then once on YouTube after. It is truly dread in film form. It is not good at all.
It is watchable.
Sure.
Well, speaking of streaming on YouTube, we should mention, by the way, that of course, nothing will compare to the experience of being in the room with you two stars on September 15th. But this show is also being live streamed. So for all of your many fans of the podcast all over the world, they can live stream this show wherever they are. They've got a whole week to watch it. They don't have to be setting an alarm for 5 a.m. Singapore time or, whatever. This will be accessible everywhere. Chris, I know you're constantly working with all the great reality divas all over the country. And, surely some of them are going to want to hear if you've got anything to say about them. And they can live stream it too. I'm talking to you, Luann, if you're down in,
I'm about to go to Luann's house right after we end this.
Well, please give her my love. If you ever want me to fix her on the show, I would not be afraid because, Luann, like many great divas, has a great sense of humor. Nobody has a better sense of humor than the two of you. I love the pod so much. I'm so excited that you're coming to the Green Room 42. Thank you for chatting with me.
What good is sitting